In this session, we are going to tackle all about factoring polynomials. I will discuss the different ways on how to factor polynomials correctly. Let us start first with the greatest common factors of numbers and variables. So, dun muna tayo kay number. So, we are going to find for the GCF or the greatest common factor. How? By using listing method. We are going to list all the numbers that are divisible by 36 and 24 for us to find the GCF. So, ito na yung pinakamadali. So, we have here 36 and then 24. Let us list all the numbers that we can divide to 36 without any remainder. So, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. So, that are those numbers that you can divide to 36 without any remainder. If you are going to check your answer, ganito lang. 36 divide 1, the answer is 36 without any remainder. 100 din yung 36. Then, 36 divide 2, the answer is 18. 36 divide 3, the answer here is 12. 36 divide 4, the answer is 9. And 36 divide 6, the answer is 6. Did you get it? So, I already list all the factors or numbers that are divisible to 36. Now, let's move with 24. Let us list all the factors of 24. So, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and then 24. So, let us check. If I divide 24 to 1, we have 24. 24 divide 2, we have 12. 24 divide 3, we have here 8. 24 divide 4, and we have here 6. So, we already list all the factors of 36 and 24. Now, how will you find for the greatest common factor? So, tingnan nyo lang yung pinaka-highest numbers dito sa list natin na magkamuka kay 36 and 24. So, what is that number? So, ito yun. So, we have here 12. Did you get it? So, our GCF for 36 and 24, we have here 12. So, ganun lang kasimple. Alright? So, ganun lang kasimple kung kumuha ng greatest common factor by using listing methods of all the numbers that are divisible to the given number. Pwede rin ditong prime factorization. Yun nga lang, medyo mahirap siya. So, mas madali na yung number that are divisible to the given numbers. Right? Next tayo. Let us have number 2. We have here 8 and 12. Let us list all the numbers that are divisible to 8. So, we have here 1, 2, 4, and then 8. So, yan na yan. Diba? Next tayo. Let us have 12. So, what are those numbers? We have 1, we have 2, 3, 4, and then we have here 6, and then we have 12. So, that is it. So, yan na yung factors ni 8 and 12. Now, let us find for the GCF. So, tingnan natin kung ano yung number na magkaparehas sa kanya na pinakamataas na magkaparehas. So, what is that number? So, we have here 4. So, the GCF of 8 and 12 is 4. So, that is it. Alright? Next, let us have the variables. For the variables, we are going to apply the concept of exponents. We are going to expand the monomial. So, how will you expand the monomial? So, we have here x raised to 6. If you are going to expand x raised to 6, meaning I have x times x times x times x times x times x. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yan yung ibig sabihin ni x raised to 6. Diba? So, you are going to add all the exponents here, kaya siya naging 6 dito. So, that is the factors of x raised to 6. Next tayo, let us have x raised to 8. So, for the x raised to 8, we have x times x times x times x times x times x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8. Alright? So, that is it. So, for us to find for the GCF of x raised to 6 and x raised to 8, yung parehas. So, ang pinakaparehas niya ay ito. So, bilangin mo lang siya. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. X raised to 6. This is your GCF. So, yun lang. So, that is it. So, simple lang. Kapag ganitong parehas ang variables mo, then you have an exponent, ang pipiliin mo lang ay yung may pinakamaliit na exponent. Ganun lang kasimple kumuha ng GCF kapag variables. Is it clear? Hanapin mo lang yung pinakamaliit na exponent, that is your GCF na. Is it clear? Next tayo. Let us have this one. We have x cubed y squared and then x squared y to 7. So, parehas na variable, tama ba? Ito, parehas na variable. So, for the GCF, so yung pinakamaliit na exponent, what is it? We have here x squared. Ayan na. Next, y squared and y raised to 7. Ano ang pinakamaliit na exponent? May pinakamaliit na exponent. We have y squared. So, therefore, this is now your GCF. Is it clear? So, ganun lang kapag variables ang iyong given. Let's have the last example for the GCF. We have here 5x raised to 4, y raised to 7, and 25x cubed, y raised to 10. Let us find for the GCF. So, since may numbers tayo at saka variables, doon muna tayo kay number. What would be the GCF of 5 and 25? Ano yung pwede nating i-divide kay 5 and 25 na pinakamataas? So, we have here 5. So, that is the GCF for 5 and 25. Is it clear? So, I can divide 5 divided by 5. The answer is 1. 25 divided by 5. The answer is 5. Diba? So, next tayo. We have here x raised to 4 and x cubed. O, pili lang yung may pinakamababang exponent. So, we have here x cubed. Right here, x cubed. Next, y raised to 7 and y raised to 10. Pinakamababang exponent ulit. We have y raised to 7. So, this is now your GCF. So, that is it. Since alam nyo nang kumuha ng greatest common factors ng numbers with the variables, now let us proceed with the first kind of factoring. The first kind of factoring of polynomials that we are going to tackle is about the greatest common monomial factor. So, tandaan na ito po ay ginagamit kapag ang given monomials mo ay may common to each other. So, makakapaghiwalay tayo ng common monomial. Alright? Let us have the first one. I have 2x cubed plus 3x raised to 5. So, let us see kung merong common sa kanya. So, let us have first the numbers. For 2 and 3, may common ba? Wala tayong common. We have no greatest common factor with 2 and 3. So, hindi tayo makakapaghiwalay ng monomial sa kanya. Next tayo, I have x cubed and x raised to 5. May common ba? Yes, there is. Pareha sila ng variable. Merong pinakamaliit na variable which is x cubed. So, that is your monomial factor, si x cubed. Then, write ka lang ng open parenthesis. Okay? So, open parenthesis. Afterwards, we are going to divide. Magdi-divide tayo dito. Di-divide natin si 2x cubed kay x cubed. Alright? So, paano ka magdi-divide niyan? So, for us to divide, I have here 2x cubed. We are going to divide it by x cubed. As you can see, we have same number here. So, that is cancelled out na. Ang matitira na lang ay si 2. Alright? So, you will just write here 2. So, that's the term. If you are going to divide 2x cubed divided by x cubed, the answer is 2. Then, write here plus. Next, we have 3x raised to 5 divided by x cubed. So, dito naman tayo. You have here 3x raised to 5 divided by x cubed. So, we have here 1. 3 divided by 1. The answer here is 3. Next, dun tayo kay variable. Kapag ikaw magdi-divide ng variable na may exponent, susubtract mo lang yung exponent niya. You will just copy the variable, then subtract. You copy the variable, then 5 minus 3, the answer is 2. Then close parenthesis. Tapos na. That is now the factor of 2x raised to 3 plus 3x raised to 5. Is it clear? Next tayo. 12x cubed y raised to 4 minus 24x y cubed. Let us have the GCF of 12 and 24. Ano yung pinakamataas na number na pwede mo i-divide kay 12 and 24? Obviously, ang pwede natin i-divide dyan, we have here 12. If you divide 12 to 12, meron. If you're going to divide 24 divided by 12, meron. Alright? Next, we have x cubed and x. Pinakamaliit na exponent, we have here x. Right here, x. Next, y raised to 4, y cubed. Pinakamaliit na ulit na exponent, we have here y cubed. So, that's your monomial factor. So, open parenthesis tayo. We are going to divide this one na. Let us divide. We have 12x cubed y raised to 4. Ito yon yung given. Then, divide natin sa ating factor, which is 12xy cubed. So, for us to divide, 12 divided by 12, we have here 1. Next, x cubed divided by x, right here x, then 2 minus 1. Invisible na 1, that is 2. Next, y raised to 4 divided by y cubed, we have here y raised to 1. Yung mga 1 na yan, pwedeng invisible na lang yan. So, kaya, magiging sagot mo dito is x squared y. That clear? Then, just copy the sign. Minus. We have here 24x y cubed divided by the common monomial ulit. The monomial factor, we have 12xy cubed. Let us divide na. 24 divided by 12, the answer here is 2. Tama? So, right here 2. Next, x and x, pwede na i-cancel. Then, y cubed divided by y cubed, pwede na i-cancel. Kasi magiging 1 na lang yon. If we are going to multiply 2 to 1 times 1, the answer is 2 pa rin. So, tapos na. So, this is now your factor. Is it clear? Next tayo, let us have number 3. We have here. So, kapag nasanay ka na, madali na yan. So, 12 and 8, what are the greatest common factor of 12 and 8? Pinakamataas na pwede mo i-divide kay 12 and 8. So, we have here 4. Yan. Next, we have x cubed and x squared. Pinakamababa exponent, right here, x squared. Yan. Then, let us divide. We have 12 divided by 4. The answer is 3. Right here, 3. Then, x cubed divided by x squared, just subtract it by 1. So, subtract it, 3 minus 2, the answer is 1. So, 3x na lang. Okay? Diba? Madali na. Then, just copy the sign, minus. Then, 8 divided by 4, the answer is 2. Next, we have x squared divided by x squared, the answer is 1. So, 2 times 1 is 2 pa rin. So, close parenthesis. Tapos na. That's the factor. Alright? Next tayo, let us have number 4. This one. We have 15x squared y plus 18xy squared, then minus 9x raised to 4. Let us find the GCF of 15, 18, and 9. Okay. Anong pinakamataas na number na pwede mo i-divide dyan sa tatlo na yan? So, we have here 3. 3 lang. Yan lang ang pinakamataas na pwede mo i-divide sa kanilang tatlo. Then, we have x squared, x, and x raised to 4. Pinakamababang exponent ang pipiliin mo, we have here x. Right here, x. Then, as you can see, we have here y squared, and then, yung isa, walang y. Pwede ba siya? Pwede mo ba siya ilagay as a factor? Hindi. Hindi po pwede. Dahil yung isa mong monomial ay wala pong, yung isa mong term ay wala pong variable na y. Okay? Kaya ang ating factor lang ay si 3x. That's your monomial factor, 3x lang. So, we have here open parentheses. Then, let us divide. So, 15 divided by 3, the answer is 5. Yan. Next tayo. X squared divided by x. Just subtract the exponent. Ang matitira na lang ay si x. Then, since wala namang y dito, just copy y. Tapos. Then, plus, we have here 18 divided by 3, the answer is 6. Next, x divided by x, 1 na lang. Cancelled out na. Then, just copy y squared. Yan na. Next tayo, we have minus 9 divided by 3, the answer is 3. Then, divide x raised to 4 divided by x, the answer is x cubed. We're done. So, that is the factor of number 4. Is it clear? So, hopefully, nagagets nyo siya, ano? So, let's move with the next kinds of factoring. The next kind of factoring that we have difference of two squares. Meron tayong pattern dito. We have a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So, the factor of a squared minus b squared is a plus b times a minus b. So, that's the pattern. So, when you say squared and squared, meaning two squares, meaning yung ang first term mo at saka second term mo is a perfect square. Okay? Paano pag sinabi mong perfect square? So, these are the examples of perfect square. Yan. So, these are the numbers that are perfect square. We have 1 squared, 2 squared, which is 4, 3 squared, which is 9, 4 squared, which is 16, and so on and so forth. So, these are the perfect square numbers. So, kailangan familiarize ka dun sa mga perfect square number para alam mo kung gagamitin mo si difference of 2 square. Is it clear? Since alam nyo na yung mga perfect square numbers, so, paano mo determine kung ang gagamitin mo ay this kind of factoring? If and only if we have a binomial. So, meaning, dalawa lang yung given terms natin, and then, parehas na perfect square siya, and then, lagi siyang minus sa gitna. Yan, laging minus. Okay? So, then, wala ka rin common na makikita dito. Yan, na. So, kapag may common ka nakita, ang una mong gagamitin ay common monomial factor. Pero, kapag naman, ang given mo ay binomial lang, and then they are both perfect squares, and then difference siya, yung kanyang gitna, therefore, we have difference of 2 square. Is it clear? Now, let us have this one. Number 1, we have x squared minus 25. So, this is a perfect square. Ma'am, paano mo masasabing perfect square din yung variable? Masasabi mong perfect square ang variable kapag siya ay divisible by 2. Okay? Kapag ang kanyang variables ay 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that is perfect square. Pero kapag odd numbers ang inyong variables, yung exponent ng inyong variable, that is not perfect square. Ganun lang kasimple. Let us have this one. X squared minus 25. So, maglagay ka lang dyan, open and close, open and close. As you can see, lahat naman ng given natin ay perfect square and then differential lahat. So, we can apply this factoring. So, then, we are going to find for the square root of x squared. Ang square root lang ng x squared ay x. We have x and x. Ganun lang kasimple. Then, just write here, plus and minus. Then, square root lang ni 25. What is it? We have 5. Just write here 5 and 5. We're done. So, this is the factors of x squared minus 25. Okay? Next tayo. Number 2. X squared minus 4. Open, close, open, close. So, the square root of x squared, we have x and x. O, paano mo check kung siya yun? If you are going to multiply x times x, the answer is x squared. Ganun lang kasimple. Then, plus, minus. We have here, what is the square root of 4? Square root lang po So, the answer is 2. 2. Diba? If you multiply 5 times negative 5, the answer is negative 25. Ganun lang. If you multiply 2 times negative 2, the answer is negative 4. Diba? Next tayo, we have number 3. I have 9x squared minus y squared. So, yung variable natin, parehas na square, therefore, perfect square siya. Then, si 9, we have open, close, open, close. Ang square root ni 9, we have here 3. And din si x squared ay x. So, 3x and then sa kabilang side is 3x ulit. Next, we have a plus and minus. So, si y squared, we have here, the square root of y squared, we have y and y. We're done. Okay? So, hopefully, nasusundan. Next tayo. Number 4. X raised to 4, y raised to 6 minus 100. So, we have here open, close, open, close. X raised to 4, pag hinati mo siya, magiging x squared at saka x squared. Ganun lang kasimple. Si y raised to 6, pag hinati mo, or find the square root, we have y cubed and then y cubed. Yun lang. Then, plus, minus. Ma'am, pwede po bang mauna rin yung minus kaysa sa plus? Yes po, pwede po. Pwede po siyang magkabaliktad. Okay? Basta, hindi lang siya parehas dapat ng sign. Kailangan isang positive, isang negative. Then, we have here, what's the square root of 100? The answer is 10. We have 10 and 10. Ayan na. So, that is how you are going to factors difference of 2 squares. Basta tandaan lang po, kailangan ng given nyo, lahat ay perfect square and then minus ang kanyang nasa gitna. Is it clear? Let's move with the another kinds of factoring. factoring of perfect square trinomial. So, this is the third kind of factoring. So, we have here the pattern. We have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equal to a plus b, then squared, or squared of a plus b. Then, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared is equal to the squared of a minus b. So, that's the answer. Ito na yung pinaka-answer mo. So, what you are going to do para makuha mo to? Ang palatandaan lang po, kailangan yung dalawang dulo mo ay perfect square. Okay? Parang yung katulad kanina, yung dalawang term mo ay perfect square. Yun nga lang, two terms lang yung kanina, yung sum and difference. Dito, ang given mo ay trinomial. We have 3 terms involved. So, kapag 3 terms involved, then there are both perfect square. So, malamang sa malamang, ang gagamitin mo ay perfect square trinomial. Factoring of perfect square trinomial. So, paano mo masasabing siya ay factoring of perfect square trinomial ang gagamitin? So, ang given mo dapat ay parehas. Yung dalawang dulo mo ay perfect square. And then, kapag yung numbers mo ay kinuha mo yung square root nung pinakadulong number mo, then dinivide mo, minultiply mo siya sa 2, ang makukuha mo dapat yung pinakagitna niya. Okay? So, halimbawa ito. When you find the square root of 4, the answer is 2. When you multiply 2 to 2, the answer is 4. Tama. So, this one, ang i-apply mo ay perfect square trinomial. Nakukuha? Next tayo. Si 9. Halimbawa, si 9. Ang square root ni 9 ay 3. If you multiply 3 to 2, the answer is 6. 6 ba to? Correct. Diba? Next tayo, dito. The square root ni 64, we have here 8. If you multiply 8 to 2, the answer is 16. Tama ba? Correct pa din. So, dapat ito ay y. Y kasi yung variable natin. Next tayo, we have here, this one. Ang square root ni 25 ay 5. If you multiply 5 to 2, the answer is 10. Tama ba? So, ganun siya. So, kailangan, kung ano yung square root ng dulong number mo, then minultiply mo siya sa 2, kailangan ang lalabas yung pinakagitna. So, ang gagamitin mo ay perfect square trinomial. Did you get it? Now, let us answer number 1. I have x squared plus 4x plus 4. So, they are all both perfect square. They are perfect square trinomials. They are all perfect square trinomials. So, we have here the factor of the square root of x. We have x. Then, just copy the sign of the second term plus. Then, we have here square root ni 4. We have here 2. Then, squared. So, yun na yung pinakasagot mo. Okay? O kaya naman, pwede mo yung paghiwalayin. Meaning, pwede yung x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 2. They are just the same. Okay? They are just the same. The square root of x plus 2 or x plus 2 times x plus 2. Is it clear? Next tayo. X squared minus 6x plus 9. So, we have here a perfect square, which is x. Then, just copy the sign of the second number minus. What is the square root of 9? We have here 3. Then squared. Or, meaning, this one is x minus 3 times x minus 3. Ayan. Next tayo, let us have number 3. Y squared minus 16y plus 64. Open, close. So, we are going to have y, and then we have here the square root of 64 minus, ang gagamitin natin dahil ito ay minus, the answer here is 8. Then, squared. Or, meaning, y minus 8 times y minus 8. Okay? Next tayo. We have x squared y squared plus 10xy plus 25. So, si x squared y squared, ang kanyang square root ay xy. Then, just copy the sign, which is plus. Then, as square root ni 25, we have here 5, then squared. Or, pwede rin siyang xy plus 5 times xy plus 5. Okay? So, that is it. So, ganun lang kasimple kapag perfect square trinomial. You are going to check if your first term and the last term are perfect square, and then if you find it the square root of the last term, then multiply it by 2, ang kinalabasan na yung gitna, therefore that is a perfect square trinomial. Is it clear? Now let's move with the next factoring. Let us have the fourth kind of factoring. We have factoring of quadratic trinomial by using trial and error, or in short, we have here TAE or TAE. So, as you can see, we have here trinomials, meaning 3 terms tayo. So, ma'am, yung given po natin ay parang katulad nung kanina, may perfect square dito at perfect square. Pwede po ba natin i-apply si perfect square trinomial? So, hindi natin dito po pwedeng i-apply si perfect square trinomial. Bakit po? Kasi, when you find the square root of 4, the answer is 2. Then, if you multiply it to 2, the answer is 4. 4 ba yung gitna? Hindi. So, we cannot apply it to this kind of trinomial. So, we will use trial and error. So, magta-try tayo na magta-try hanggat sa makuha natin ang tamang factors nitong ating given trinomial. So, let us have. So, gagawa ka ng dalawang open and close parentheses for the factors. Then, the factor of x squared, we have here x and x. Ayan. Now, let us find the factors of the last term. So, since parehas silang positive, therefore, ang factors mo ay lahat ay positive. Ganun lang yung kasimple. Pag lahat ay positive, positive din dapat ang factors mo. Mamaya, makikita nyo yung pinagkaiba-iba kapag iba-iba naman din yung kanyang sign. Next tayo. We are going to find for the factors of your last term. So, we have 4. What are those factors? Meron tayong factors, 1 and 4. If you multiply 1 times 4, the answer is 4. Ano pa ang factor ni 4? We have 2 and 2. If you multiply 2 times, so the answer is 4. Ma'am, paano ko malalaman kung siya yung factor niya? Okay? So, kapag pinag-add mo yung dalawang numbers na to, kailangan nang lumabas yung gitna niya. Let's see. If I add 1 plus 4, the answer here is 5. Ayun na. Nakita mo na yung factors niya. So, just write here 1 and then 4. We're done. Ba't hindi po pwede si 2 and 2? If you going to add 2 plus 2, the answer is 4. So, it is not a factor. Okay? So, hindi siya yun. So, we have here 1 plus 4. The answer is 5. Ma'am, how will I check the answer? So, ganito lang. So, si trial and error, ang kanyang kabaliktaran ay FOIL method. Let us have the FOIL method. Let us see. X times x, we have here x squared. X times 4, we have here plus 4x. 1 times x, the answer is plus x. 1 times 4, the answer is plus 4. If you combine like terms, we have here x squared plus 4x plus x, we have here 5x, then plus 4. We're done. They are just the same. Is it clear? So, that is trial and error. Let's have more examples. Next example, we have x squared plus 5x minus 14. Let us try using trial and error. We have here x and x. X and x. Yun ang mga factors ni x squared. We have x and x. Next tayo, let us have the factors of 14. As you can see, class, yung kanyang sign dito ay negative. Therefore, ang sign natin dapat dito ay isang positive at saka isang negative. So, yun lang yung clue doon. Kapag ito ay positive, then positive ito, para silang positive. Kapag naman ito ay it's either negative or positive, then yung third term mo ay laging negative. Ang magiging factors mo ay magiging isang positive, isang negative. Yun yung tatandaan nyo, ha. Katulad nito, negative pa rin ito. Therefore, ang inyong factors ay isang positive, isang negative. Pero kung ito ay positive, then ito ay negative, parehas na negative. Is it clear? Next, let us have this one. O, balik tayo dun sa ating example. Ulit, pag negative to, kailangan ang inyong factors ay isang positive, isang negative. Kahit magkabaliktad siya, basta isang positive at saka isang negative. Now, let us find the factors of the last term. Ano ba yung factors natin kay 14? Dalawang number, pag minultiply mo ay 14. So, we have here 2 at saka 7. Meron tayong 14 at saka 1. Okay. So, since isang positive, isang negative, kailangan, pag pinag-add natin silang dalawa, ang sagot mo dapat ay 5. So, tingnan natin. Kung ito gagawin natin isang positive, ito ay negative. Ang magiging sagot dyan ay negative 5. Pag ito ay negative, ito ay positive. Ito malayong malayo to, kaya hindi na to po pwede. Wala na yan. 'Di ba? So, dito tayo. Malapit. So, negative 5. So, negative 5 to, so mali. So, kailangan ay dito, ito ay negative, yung isa ay positive. If you subtract this one, negative 2 plus 7, ang sagot dyan ay positive 5. Ayun na, nakuha na natin yung ating factors. So, positive daw yung 7, so dito natin ilalagay yung 7. Then, negative yung 2, dito natin ilalagay yung 2. So, ito na yung sagot mo. This is now your factors. Ganun lang kasimple. If you want to check it, use FOIL method. Okay? Next tayo. We have x squared minus 4x minus 32. Open, close, open, close. Factors ni x squared, we have x and x. Since this one is negative, isang positive, isang negative. Let us have all the factors of 32. So, we have 1 and 32. Obviously, pag sinubtract or add mo, hindi siya makukuha ng 4. Next tayo, we have here 16 and then we have 2. Pag sinubtract mo ba siya or in-add siya, 4 ang sagot? Hindi, mali pa rin. Let us have here 8 and 4. Ayan na, 8 and 4. So, kung ito ay positive, then this one is negative. 8 minus 4, the answer is positive 4. Ngun, pero, ito ay dapat negative. Negative dapat to. So, pagbalik na rin natin. So, this one is negative, this one is positive. Negative 8 plus 4, the answer is negative 4. Ayun, nakuha na natin. So, therefore, the factors is x minus 8, then this one is x plus 4. So, that is it. So, ganun mag-factors ng by using trial and error. Now, maglagay naman tayo ng number dun sa unahan. Paano kaya pag ganun? Next, we have x squared minus 10x plus 9. What if naman minus to then plus to? So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, kapag ganyan ang ating given, yung isa ay x, then, since positive ito, then negative yung second term mo, parehas na negative to. Yan. Pero kung positive ito, parehas na positive. Pero pag negative ito, isang positive, isang negative. Yun lang yan. Okay? Now, let us find the factors of 10. So, we have 10 at saka 1. 9 at saka 1. Factors pala ni 9, sorry. So, 9 and 1, tsaka pwedeng 3 and 3. So, obviously, so kapag inad mo to, 6 yun. So, dapat dito tayo. Para pag inad mo, dapat ang sagot ay 10. So, 9 and 1. 9 plus 1, 10. So, lagyan mo lang dyan ng 9 at saka 1. Tapos na. So, that is now your factors. Is it clear? So, next tayo, we have here 3a squared minus 8a minus 3. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Paano naman kapag merong variables, yung merong kang numerical coefficient dun sa unahan? Okay? So, this time, trial and error talaga din yung gagamitin mo dito. So, we are going to try numbers. So, yung factors lang ni 3 ay 3a at saka a. Yun lang naman yung factors ni 3, diba? 3 times 1, diba? 3a times a, 3a squared. Yun pa rin yun. Next tayo, yung dulo. Ano naman yung factors naman ni 3 nito? So, 3 and 1 pa rin. Ngayon, lalagay mo dyan kung saan mo ilalagay si 3 and 1. Since ito ay negative, yung isa dapat ay positive, yung isa ay negative. Yan. Try tayo. Kung ilalagay natin dito si 3, then dito si 1. Yan. Yun yung factors ni 3 eh. Ito lang yung factors niya. So, how will you check if your answer is correct? You will just multiply yung inner tsaka yung outer. 1 times a, ang sagot dyan ay a. If you multiply 3a times negative 3a, ang sagot dyan ay negative 9a. If you are going to subtract this one, this is positive. Positive a minus 9a, ang sagot dyan is negative 8a. Lumabas ba yung gitna? Yes, lumabas. So, therefore, your answer is correct. Diba? Ang swerte natin, nakuha natin agad yung tamang factors. So, the factor is 3a plus 1 times a minus 3. O, ganun lang kasimple. Ganun lang kasimple kung paano mag-check yung gitna lang naman. Katulad nito, negative 9 times x, negative 9x. X times negative 1, negative 1x. Ang sagot doon ay negative 10x. Ayun, lumabas yung gitna. Is it clear? So, kailangan mo talagang mag-trial and error. So, maswerte ka pag nakuha mo agad. Kung hindi mo agad nakuha, pwede mong pagpalitin yung 3 and 1. O kaya, pwede mo rin pagpalitin yung negative at saka yung positive hanggang sa makuha mo yung gitna niya. Is it clear? So, that is trial and error in quadratic trinomials. In quadratic trinomials, pwede mo rin ditong i-apply kapag nakakita ka ng perfect square, halimbawa, hindi mo napansin na siya ay perfect square trinomial, pwede mo rin i-apply dito si trial and error. Halimbawa, we have here x squared plus 10x plus 25. O, halimbawa, hindi mo siya napansin na siya ay perfect square trinomial. So, pwede ditong trial and error. Tingnan nyo. We have here x and x. Next, we have here 25. Oh, what are the factors of 25? We have 5 and 5, then 25 and 1. Obviously, 5 and 5 ang gagamitin natin. So, 5, 5. Then, they are both, lahat sila ay positive, positive, positive 5. So, ayun na yung factors niya. So, x plus 5 times x plus 5, or we have x plus 5 squared. Okay? Diba? So, pwede rin doon trial and error. Okay? Kung hindi mo siya napansin agad-agad na siya pala ay perfect square trinomial. Is it clear? Let us move with sum and difference of two cubes. So, in this part, kailangan ang given mo dito ay perfect cube. Okay? Paano mo masasabing perfect cube ang inyong variables kapag siya ay divisible by 3? Paano mo naman masasabing perfect cube ang inyong numbers kapag nandito siya sa mga perfect cube numbers just like this one? So, ito yung mga example of perfect cube number. If you have 1 cube, the answer is 1. If you have 2 cube, the answer is 8. So, meaning, 2 times 2 times 2, we have 8. 3 times 3 times 3, the answer is 27. 4 times 4 times 4, the answer is 64. So, yun yung mga perfect cube. 1, 8, 27, 64, 125, 216, 340, and so on and so forth. Alright? So, puro perfect cubes ang pinag-uusapan naman natin dito. So, meron naman tayong pattern dito. So, if we have a cube plus b cube, so, dalawang perfect cube na pinag-add. So, it is equal to, just find the cube root of a cube and b cube. So, pag kinuha mo yon, we have a plus b na lang ang matitira. Then, we have here, squared mo tong first term, we have a squared, multiply mo itong dalawa, then yung plus magiging minus. So, we have minus ab. Then, squared mo lang yung last term, which is b squared. So, that's the pattern. Kapag naman siya ay difference, you have here a minus b, kuhanin mo lang yung kanyang cube root, and then, square mo to, we have a squared, then yung negative magiging positive, then just multiply a times b. Then, plus b squared. Squared mo lang yung b. Okay? Let us have an example. The first one, we have x cubed plus 8. They are both perfect cube. So, we have here, let us find. The cube root of x cubed, we have x. Okay? So, para makuha mo lang yung cube root niyan, divide mo lang sa 3 yung kanyang exponent. So, we have x. Then, plus. Then, the cube root of 8, we have here 2. Diba? 2 times 2 times 2, the answer is 8. So, x plus 2. Afterwards, squared mo lang to. Squared ng x, we have here x squared. Then, yung plus, magiging minus na. Sunod na. Then, 2 times x, the answer is 2x. Then, squared mo yung 2. Means 2 squared, the answer is plus 4. Yun na. So, that is the answer for x cubed plus 8. Alright? Next tayo. A cubed, b cubed, minus 64. So, a cubed, b cubed, it becomes ab. Then, minus. The cube root of 64, we have 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4, the answer is 64. So, the answer here is 4. Yun yan. Then, squared mo tong dalawa, the answer is a squared, b squared. Multiply mo, minus 4ab. It becomes plus na. Plus 4ab, then squared mo yung 4, 4 times 4, the answer is 16. Plus 16. We're done. So, that is for the second example. For the third example, halimbawa, ito gawin natin tong 6. Yan. Basta divisible by 3 siya. That is perfect cube. We have here 27x cube. Si 27, ang cube root niya ay 3. Kasi 3 times 3, 9 times 3, 27. We have 3. Then, si x cube ay x. Next tayo, minus. So, dito, ang kanyang cube root, just divide 6 into 3, the answer is 2. Y squared. Close. Open parenthesis. So, we have the square root of 3x. We have here 9. Kasi 3 squared is 3 times 3, 9. Then, the square root of x is x squared. Yan. Since negative to, magiging plus na yung kasunod niya. Then, you will just multiply 3x times y squared. So, we have 3xy squared. Then, we have here the square root of y squared. Just multiply 2 times 2. We have here plus y raised to 4. Yun lang. As multiply 2 to 2. Ganun lang, simple. So, that is the sum of difference of two cubes. So, ang palatandaan, kailangan perfect cube ang dalawa mong given. Okay? Then, plus and minus lang. So, dalawang binomial lang siya. Is it clear? Let us have the last factoring by groupings. So, in this case, mag-group tayo using open and close parentheses. So, paano mo siya i-group? So, i-group mo siya according dun sa meron siyang kamuka. Common. Okay? Kasi kukunin natin yung common monomial niya. Okay. So, let us have number 1. We have AB plus BC plus AD plus CD. So, ito, ang dalawa, may common siya. At saka itong dalawa, may common din siya. Pwede mo rin naman pagpalit-palitan, pwedeng ito at saka ito, then this one and this one. Basta meron siyang common. So, we have here, so dito tayo group natin, AB plus BC. Yan, group na natin. Plus, yung isa naman ay AD plus CD. Yan. After mo i-group, gamit ka naman ng common monomial factor. What is common? Yung common, ilalabas mo. Okay? So, what is common between AB plus BC? Ang common sa kanya ay B. So, yung B, labas mo. So, open parenthesis. Then, i-divide mo. Common monomial. AB divided by B, matitira na lang ay si A. Plus, BC divided by B, ang matitira ay si C. Ayan. Then, plus. We have here A, D, at saka CD. Ano ulit ang common sa kanila? We have D. Yung D, labas mo. Then, we have here divide. AD divided by D. Ang sagot ay A. Plus, CD divided by D. Ang sagot ay C. Ngayon, mayroon ka nakitang common na magkamuka. Si A plus C at saka A plus C. So, ngayon, lalabas mo yan. So, we have A plus C. Pag si A plus C, dinivide mo dito, ang matitira ay si B. B plus. Si A plus C, dinivide mo dito, ang matitira ay si D. So, B plus D. So, the answer is this one. AC times A plus C times B plus D. So, ganun lang kasimple pag groupings. So, isa pa. Let us group. Yung merong common ulit. So, ito, may common dito. Ito common, tsaka ito, may common din yan. Diba? May common sila. Then, this one and this one. So, let us have. So, we have here, open parenthesis, which is AC plus 2BC. Yun na lang. Yung magkatabi na lang. Then, plus. We have here negative. Negative AD minus 2BD. Ayan. So, what is common to this one? Ang common sa atin ay C. Yun C, labas mo. C times. So, this one becomes A plus, mawawala si C, magiging 2B. Okay? Next tayo, plus tayo. So, this one, ang common sa kanya yung negative. Labas natin yung negative. Yan. So, negative. Then, we have here letter D. Ayan. Negative D. Then, you are going to divide. Matitira dito, since may negative dito, magiging positive na siya, magiging positive A. Okay? Kasi negative divided by negative, positive. Positive A. Then, negative ulit, divided by negative, magiging sagot dito, mawawala yung D, 2B. Plus 2B. positive na. So, napansin nyo, meron ng common, si A plus B, 2B. A plus 2B. So, just write here A plus 2B, then, kopyahin lang yung natira. We have here, multiply, open parenthesis lang, C, natira, minus D. So, that is the factor. Okay, that's the factor by using groupings. Let us have another examples. Number 3, we have x raised to 4 minus 2x plus 3x cubed minus 6. So, i-group ulit natin siya. So, ito, pwede natin i-group itong magkasama na to, tsaka ito. Kasi may common naman sa kanila, may common din naman sa kanila. So, we have here x raised to 4 minus 2x plus, we have here 3x cubed minus 6. So, the common here is x. Labas mo yung x. Then, just divide. X raised to 4 divided by x, it becomes x cubed. Then, negative 2x divided by x, the answer is negative 2. So, we have that now. Plus, ang common sa kanila, 3x cubed at saka 6, we have here, si 3 at saka 6, divisible by 3. So, labas mo yung 3. Yung x cubed, wala. So, right here, 3. Open parenthesis. Then, just divide. 3x cubed divided by 3, matitira si x cubed. Then, 6 divided by 3, we have here minus 2. Yun na. So, meron ulit common. We have x cubed minus 2. Just write x cubed minus 2. Then, kopya ang natira. Times x plus 3. So, this is now your factors of number 3. Okay? So, hopefully, did you get all the different kinds of factoring? The first one, common monomial. Hanapin mo lang ang common, then you will apply the common monomial factor. The second one, the sum and difference of two squares. Kailangan parehas silang perfect square, difference of two square, kailangan parehas silang perfect square and minus yung nasa gitna. Next, we have a perfect square trinomial. Kailangan perfect square yung dalawang dulo, then kapag in-square root mo yung dulo, then multiply mo sa 2, ang kalalabasan dapat ay yung gitna. Or po, pwede rin naman gamitin mo si trial and error kay perfect square trinomial. Okay? Parehas lang yan. Then, the next one, we have the trial and error. And then, we have the sum and difference of two cubes. Kailangan perfect cube sila parehas. Then, plus and minus yung gitna. And then, for the last one is by using, by having the groupings. Okay? Si groupings ina-apply kapag masyadong marami na yung given mo. Pwede mong i-apply si groupings. Is it clear? So, that's are the different ways of factoring. Hopefully, may natutunan for this day. And, thank you for watching, guys!